when I was driving to my old job. And they're like, yeah, I used to work in retail. They're like, yeah, you have to come into work today. It is snowing so hard outside. There is a blizzard. Nobody is going to the store. And they're like, yeah, you still have to come in. So I'm driving on the way. I take my mom's car. I spin out in the middle of the highway. Thankfully, nobody was around. I almost hit a barrier. I managed to not to because it was my mom's car. But I did tell her, I called her afterwards and I was like, Mom, I almost got into a car accident in your car. I'm so sorry. But then I get to work, and I think I've already told the story before. One of my coworkers actually got into a car accident and totaled his car. And he walks into the store. We're all setting up, and he's just like, hey guys. And he's has blood on his face. And we're like, bro, what the fuck happened to you? He's like, I got into a car accident. I might have a concussion. And the managers are finally like, you should go home. And he's like, nah, I can work. And we're like, dude, go home. Somebody drove him home. I don't know who. I think it was one of the managers. It's the least they could fucking do. My coworkers are standing around and we're all just quietly seething at management. They literally made us come into work. I almost got into an accident. Somebody else almost got into an accident. Somebody's car broke down. One of us did get into an accident. We could have closed the store. And it's funny because you always have those assholes coming into the store, the customers, and they're like, can't believe they have you guys open today. And I just want to deck them in the face and say, it's because of you. You just had to come in and buy some fuck-ass charger. I need an iPad! But no, that's not the first time I've gotten into a car accident. I was a teenager. My friend was driving. Let's call her Princess. So me and Princess are driving. It's middle of the night. I asked my mom if I could sleep over. We were driving to her house. It's 1 a.m. We're chilling. We're listening to music. We're like, yeah, sleep over. Yeah. And we had plans to go to the beach or the lake the next day. And all of a sudden, she fucking grips me. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, hold on. And I look in the rear view and these lights are just hurtling at it. She's like, hold on. I'm not going to outrun this person. I don't know if they fell asleep or what have you. And then we're just get fucking rear-ended. We spin out. And she's like, oh, we're spinning out. It's crazy. And we finally stop in the middle of the road. The other car flew over the guardrails that separate the highway, flipped their car. It was like an SUV. And we're in this little sedan. I'm dizzy. I'm like, what the fuck? Thankfully, we're on the side of the road. Then my friend's like, I have to go check on the other driver. And I'm like, Princess, no! She runs across the highway. The highway isn't busy, but there's people still there. And she goes and checks on them. It was a girl about her age. She was texting on her phone. And by some miracle, she only walked away with scratches on her hands where her hands were gripping her phone. Isn't that wild? My friend pulled her from the vehicle. I'm standing on the other side of the highway. I call the cops, but the cops show up really fast because they're like, we heard it. The cops is like, you good? I'm like, I've never been in an accident before, sir. And I'm just surprised they didn't die. And we all walked away. Me and my friend only had whiplash. I called my mom and I'm like, hey mom. And she's like, yeah, honey, why are you calling me so late? I thought you were heading over to Princess's with the girls. And I'm like, Mom, I got into a car accident. Can I still sleep over? My mom was probably too asleep to say no. Because she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. She hung up. I'm like, I just want to let you know I'm okay. I don't know if I got whiplash from the car accident or from going to the beach. We went cliff jumping. Fun part was that I stepped on glass because some idiots like to litter and left bottles everywhere, and I stepped on glass and cut my foot. Friend, thankfully, she had tweezers in her purse, so she was able to take it out of my foot. And then I was like, and then jump off. And then I was in so much pain. And I'm like, I don't know if I got whiplash from how I landed. I kind of folded. Kind of slapped my back really hard. So I had bruises. And then my mom, she's just like, you're telling me you jumped off of a cliff after you got into a car accident? Are you trying to kill yourself? And I'm like, Mom, it was peer pressure. All the other kids were jumping, so I wanted to look cool and jump too.